Hello everyone, I'm Johnny and welcome back to my channel. So, I've managed to stick to my resolution so far. It's the 19th of January. I haven't bought any art supplies. This unboxing is the last of my art supplies from last year on the, what was it, New Year's Eve. I went through my wish lists and got the stuff that I needed, wanted, and wanted to try out. It was cost about £300 altogether. I'm not going to show you the boring bits like needles and things like that I needed. I'll just show you what's in here. I really want to get into airbrushing. I've wanted to airbrush for absolutely ages, and it will help me a great deal with all my hobbies. I was just going to get one of those learning kits at first. It's like got a small compressor with a tube attached and just a random airbrush. But I thought if I really like it and enjoy it, I'd be upgrading anyway. So I just thought I may as well go the whole hog and get the decent things like the compressor. It's absolutely massive. I don't know a lot about it, so I'll have to do the research and teach myself on how to use the airbrush. But I've got the details on Amazon, how much I bought for it, and I'm just looking on now, and it's gone down in price. It cost me £78. It's now £72.95, but never mind. So I'll move the box to the side and then just get everything out, because it weighs a ton. So first of all, get this down a bit. This is the airbrush. I went on a lot of reviews on YouTube, and some of them are so expensive and like cheap whatever, and I seen a lot of reviews on this one. It's called the Master Airbrush. It's cost me £48, and it seemed to have everything on it that I wanted. Just show you here. I mean, it comes with the needles and that, because I know you can buy them separate and stuff. I'll just go in a bit. But I just wanted like it all together. And these various bits that I haven't really looked up what they're for yet. Haven't had time. And this is the tool. It sort of put me off a little bit because when I was looking the amount of cleaning and but I mean, if you want to really get into this hobby, you've got to clean, don't you? So now this bit, I know from looking on tutorials, it's supposed to be if the front of it gets clogged up, you just my laptop's gone off. Yeah, move this backwards and forwards, and it's supposed to unblock the clog bit. This bit here, that's where I wanted a larger one because I've seen them smaller ones, but I thought if I'm doing a project, I don't want to, like, just with the one colour, I don't want to keep on topping it up all the time. I just want to be on the go like that. Yeah, so that holds quite a lot of paint, and you get this handy little cap on, because I'm dead clumsy and I will be spilling it. And I've seen them where they just had this movement on the when you put the paint in the spray, and it gets like, it controls the airflow of the paint coming out. There, on, yeah, sorry. On the ones that I've been watching, the most basic airbrushes, you push it down and it controls the airflow coming out. But this one, you can push it down and move it, and they're supposed to be better to get more control and stuff. Now this is very heavy, it weighs a ton. I was hoping that it might be light, but I suppose I don't know how heavy they're supposed to be, but yes, it is pretty heavy, but I might not notice it when I'm on the go with it. So that cost £48, and I told you it's called the Masters Airbrush Model G233. So if you're interested in, it's supposed to be a beginner for the beginner. Look at somebody else's tutorial, because I don't know a lot about, well, nothing at all about airbrushes. But as I say, I will be learning myself on how to use it. So, and I'll probably show you in another video on how I'm getting on with it. Now in this kit, you got, this is like a little dropper to get the ink out your bottle into there, but the bottles are pretty small, so I'm thinking it'll be just easier and less messier just to pour it straight in. As I say, you get the tool, and underneath, now I thought this was a booklet and it's not, but you just scan that and it shows you all the videos and tips and tricks on how to use it, which I will be looking at and studying thoroughly. And this is just an information leaflet. Well, I think that's showing you other ones, because on some of them you can get a bottle attached underneath if you're doing large projects. I suppose if you're airbrushing on a large surface, or like a wall or something. And it just shows you push down for air fluid, pull back for fluid. Yeah, it's a dual action one. I wanted a dual action one. I seen those other ones, the basic learner ones. It was like a can and the airbrush was clicked on the top and you just spray. Well, I was going to get one of them and I thought, no, as I say, because you probably would upgrade and it saves money, doesn't it? Oh, and this is, that's the attachment for your hose to go on the compressor. If you, it's a, what do they call it, an extension. If your compressor doesn't match the hose, this is the extension thing. But I was hoping in this kit that I would get a hose, and I thought I best not order one just in case you do get one and it doesn't show you on the photograph. But unfortunately I didn't. And I was thinking, oh god, will I get the right size? Will I get the wrong one? So I ended up buying one, and you got an extension, an adapter thing with it, but it does fit. So this was £48, and they said it was going to take till the end of January to come, but it was pretty quick. But Amazon are usually pretty quick. The needles, what sizes are there? 0.5 mm and 0.2, and somebody told me that these are very flimsy and break easily, so I will have to be extra careful. And what went in there? That. There, so I'm pleased with that. I mean, it comes in this nifty container, but mine was unfortunately broken. But never mind, it still fastens. What's next? Oh, yeah. And I just got some of this pastel fixative frisk. It was recommended to me by one of my subscribers, so I thought I'll give that a whirl, because I'm just starting to get into pastels, and I don't, if I create a masterpiece, which is unlikely, but if I do, then I've got this to protect it. Right, and he's Ziggy coming for a nose. Right, what are we looking at, Ziggy? Should I get the, oh, well, if I get the compressor out, you'll have to shove out the way. Right, come on, Ziggy. Psst, psst, psst. Right, I'll go out a bit. So I've been wanting to try this out. Heat shrink plastic sheets. I haven't got anything in mind to do with these. I've just always wanted to try it. Is there any pictures to show you? No. Well, it just shows you like you can do a large design. Yeah, put it in the oven. It shrinks down, and you can make them into key rings and things. I mean, I don't know what I'll use them for yet. I suppose with me art dolls, I could do like accessories and things, couldn't I? Well, they were £8, and you get how many sheets? 10 sheets. So I thought that was pretty alright. Because I have seen these before, and you only get a tiny pack. But what's this on the back? It says, please paint on rough side. Please do not take the sheet out halfway when shrinking the heat shrink sheet. Ooh, that's a mouthful. And it must be taken out after its surface has completely shrunk. After shrinking is completed, please apply a layer of UV glue on the painting surface, the rough side, to prevent colours from fading. Oh, handy tips. And this is just sheets of wire. I had this in my wish list, and I thought, I mean, it wouldn't be classed as like overspending on art supplies because I would need it for my art dolls. But what I wanted this for is when I'm making just say a dragon wings, it's like awkward, and then you're putting the clay on top and they seem very flimsy. So I thought if I get some of this, cut it to the shape, and then add it to the, what do you call them, the veins, the dragon, on the dragon's wings, and then cover it with clay, and it's going to be a lot more sturdier. Yeah, so how many today? I had them in my wish list, and then the price went up, skyrocketed, so I looked around, and I think these were 4 sheets for a £5. Yeah, and they're pretty flexible. You easily cut them, and just be amazed, not to save me a lot of time, and I'll have peace of mind. Right, what's next? Oh, so here's the hose that I got. So I had to buy that extra. I didn't get it with the compressor or the airbrush. It was £8.99, I think. I got an extra length. I think it's... Oh. What size was it? Let's have a look. There. It's a 10-foot supposed to be. Doesn't look that long, does it? But that's what it says. It's 10 foot. And with this one, you got the adapter. Because I was concerned that it wouldn't fit me compressor. And then I'd have to order another one and wait for weeks. But, no, and this came pretty quick. What does it say about it? Sanguode airbrush hose, 10 foot, 3 meters. Nylon braided air hose with an 1/8 inch size on both ends, an adapter, male to female. Yeah, so not very exciting, but this is what you do need. And that is wire mesh. Don't know if I told you. Not that you'll find that interesting. Right, I'll get this out the box. It weighs a ton. Ugh. Right, Ziggy, shift out the way. Right, so, oh, can I get it all in the video? Shove it back. That's just the handle on it. It looks, I was like a bit wary looking at this, because it looks like all so technical. But it does come with instructions, and I am going to look on the tutorials, but this is supposed to be really good. It's supposed to catches all the moisture. You can set the, is it PSI you call it? Yeah, I think so. You can set that to the, do you say the strength? Well, the flow you need for your airbrush, because those little ones, the little kits I was like looking at, they only do 3. I think it was low, medium and high. But this is, you can see the gauge on it, on how much PSI. I will just read the instructions because I can't remember what. You could get them with just this black thing, and then I seen them with this on top and this, and I thought, I did read a bit about it. I'll just look now. So that airbrush, £48 and 4p it still is. It's called the Master Airbrush G233 Set Multi-Purpose Precision Dual Action Gravity Feed. So, and this is the Fengda Airbrush mini compressor. Can you get them bigger than this? My God, mini. That is, there's the can, and you can see how big it is. I think that's massive. FD186 with powerful, constant working pressure, strong airflow. 3-litre air tank regulator, moisture trap for hobby, food, decoration, body tattoo, graphic and so on. And I'll just look at some little details down below. Right, it's not too long, so I'll read it out. Maintenance free, oilless piston. Oh, I didn't know you have to oil them. Well, you don't with that. Compact, portable and quiet. £47, built-in carry handle, light and easy to transport. Not that I will be taking it anywhere. Imagine taking it to the park and doing a bit of airbrushing. No, I won't be doing that. Receiver tank ensures pulse-free output with constant airflow, 20 to 23 litres per minute, and takes some stops between 2 refilled sessions for more lifelong lifespan. The compressor is AutoStar. Oh, I'll have to bring the laptop, I can't see that. Right. The compressor is AutoStar. Auto stop. £4, 38 bar. Suitable for all airbrush guns with 0.2 to 0.8 mil nozzles. Well, I've seen that on the needles. Industrial type pressure regulator with gauge, water trap and air filter. Pressure release and safety valve. Overheat protector. Yes, that I was mainly concerned about, the overheat protector, because I thought if I get going on a project and I'm at it for a long time, I don't want it to overheat. That could cause fatal for the machine if it breaks. Yeah, so that's good. Peace of mind. Ideal for beginners, which is me, because I know nothing at all about them. Model artists, cake decorators, tattoo, nail art, and spray tanning. Oh. And the customer ratings on this: easy to use, 4.6, easy to clean, 4.6. Well, yeah, I mean, you wouldn't really have to clean it. It's just like dust, isn't it? Because the airbrush gets all the gunk in it. For beginners, 4.5. Value for money, 4.4. Yes, so it's 220 volts, airbrushing, AC power source, 47 dB decibels. I don't know how loud that would be, but I think with something like this it would be loud, but it doesn't really matter. Oh yeah, so if I'm going to do a video and it's dead loud, I'll probably have to figure out on how to mute the sound. Yes, so I will be excited to try this out, but I will be doing loads of research. I'll move it to the side because I've still got some more things to show you. You know, the only thing I haven't got is the a mask. On some of the tutorials I was watching, they recommended you to wear like a mask to protect yourself. So I had it on my wish list, and it was £19, and it looked like what the majority of people were using. It was pretty good. And then before I got a chance to order it, it doubled in price. So I thought, no chance, I'll just shop around for that. I mean, that won't be classed as an art supply, so I can buy that. It's like safety, isn't it? So, right. And this, I seen to get, it's an airbrush cleaning kit thing. I'll just read. It's called Sagude Airbrush Clean Kit. Airbrush and cleaning pot. Cleaning with cleaning glass pot holder. Airbrush clean. Oh, it's just repeating itself over. Right, let me see. I'll bring the laptop closer and look down underneath. And we'll just look in it. Now I have looked in this because this was a bugger to pull out. It took me ages, and I thought if I just shove it in a little bit, it'll be easier to get out, but it looks like I'm going to have a struggle. I mean, it is glass, it is well protected, but my God, I'll just have to pause you to grab it out. My, that took some getting out, and I hurt my fingers. There. I mean, it doesn't look much, but they say it is very useful. It's cleaning your airbrush. What's these? So you can see on the picture anyway. I'm not going to fix it together. These are just the handles to clip onto here, and you hold it. Oh, these are all the cleaning brushes, and there's this handy tool here. I'll get them out anyway, because I seen them pretty cheap just for the pot, £9.99. But I thought, what's the point in that if you're gonna have to buy everything else? So I thought I'll get a kit, yeah, with the whole kit in it, and that cost me, how much was it? £15.99. And oh, they come on a handy key ring. And this you use to unclog the airbrush. And yeah. And the cleaning brushes, all different sizes. And what's this on the back? Oh, and a little brush. Really handy. I think this, from watching tutorials, I think you unclog it. I'm not sure, but I will be looking all this up. And this is the handy little tool. Go in a bit. It's a handy little tool to take your airbrush apart, but I thought it would be like a little screwdriver. I mean, I have got loads of them, but I don't know if you can see, it's like a sharp point. So, but I will have to look all this up on it, because I haven't got a clue. And that's what I wasn't looking forward to either. But I'm going to video it every time. Well, I'll video the first time when I'm taking it apart, so then I know to put it back together, because when I'm doing stuff like that, I always forget how to put things back together. I repaired a PlayStation years ago, and I had to video that, because it was a lengthy process and very awkward. And I was over the moon when I did manage to fix it. But these YouTube tutorials are a godsend because I wouldn't have a clue otherwise. Right, yeah, so that's that. You stand your airbrush, the nozzle bit, in there, and yeah, I'll have to watch a tutorial on that as well to see how you use that. What next? And I think these things must just be to go on the end of the handle so it doesn't leave any sharp edges. Ooh, and this is the exciting bit. Well, it is for me. This is the airbrush colours. And these fluctuated in price as well. Just before I ordered them, they went up by £2. But I've since been told that there is a hobby shop around my area that sells these. So they might be a bit cheaper. I don't know. But I think these will last a while. And I'm not sure if you can mix these colours. Like, is there a red? Yeah. Because there's a few projects that I want to do fleshy colours. So if I mix the red and the yellow, I'll get a fleshy colour. But I don't know if you can do that. But, well, I can't see why not, because they're acrylic paints. Probably will be able to do that. But I will do my research. This is, what's the name of it? I can't even see the brand name. I'm sure they were, what's it called? Vallejo or something. I'm sure they were, that's what I wanted. But I can't see. There it is, right at the bottom. Well, that's not very good if you're advertising your product, is it? You want the brand name on the front, not at the bottom. Vallejo. Colours for models. Oh, I find that very interesting. You know, when you see people airbrushing those little plastic models from Dungeons and Dragons and those... What's those? It's a big thing, isn't it? They create the whole board on a table, and it's and I can't think of what it is. Like a war games thing. Oh, I think that just looks so fabulous. Yes. A miniatures in the 16 by 17. Is it 16 or 17? And they've got... Oh, the 16 and the 17 mil. That's it. Silly moo. And I think by looking at these colours, it's more for scenery, because it looks like there's a lot of... I need to go in a bit, and there's a bit of a glare. There's a look like there's a lot of earthy tones, greens. But I mean, I can mix them. Well, I don't know yet, do I? But I should think you could. But an interesting selection of colours, and the bottles look a pretty decent size as well. Yeah, building colours it says. Model Air. Yeah, so I seen other like non-branded paints and stuff, and I thought you never know if they're gonna work or clog your airbrush up. So I thought I best get the paint. Best get the kit that is designed for the airbrush. And I watched other tutorials as well saying you can water down your paints, the thick acrylics to go, but I thought with being a beginner and everything, I better get everything that I need for the airbrush and not start to fiddle on trying to do my own stuff just to save a bit of money. So that's them. And there was also these two colours. They were in the sale on New Year's Eve. And what is it? Electric blue. And I do a lot of sculptures that have got blue in them. Electric blue. So I thought I'd have to have these. And you know where it was the cheapest colour? And it's absolutely gorgeous colour. All the other colours were £1 more expensive. So I thought, while at that price, I'll get two of them. So, and does it say much information? Mecha colour. So that would look really good on like a robot, a mecha. Water-based acrylic airbrush colours for mechas. Satin finish, fast drying. Oh, yeah, that's what I wanted to know, the drying times. Because that's I think that's the chore when you're making sculptures and stuff. It's the paint drying time. So I've been trying to do 2 sculptures at the same time and then paint one and then just like finish the other clay bit, so I'm not waiting around, because I get easily distracted, and while I'm waiting for the paint to dry I'll go and watch something on Netflix and then totally distracted and never come back to what I was doing. So that's them. This is just a Babblefest video, isn't it? It's not like I can show you anything new because I haven't got a clue myself. So, and this was another important thing that suggested that you buy. It's an airbrush cleaner. Because it does get clogged up, your airbrush, and you need it to be pristine, really clean before you put the other colour in, because you don't want cross-contamination. And this was, I thought it was expensive. $7.99 for this little bottle, 200 mils. So, but because it said airbrush cleaner on, I thought I will get this. Maybe in the future I will be able to try other things, but while I'm clueless, I'm gonna get everything that goes with the airbrush. That is recommended. What does it say? Airbrush cleaner. Eliminates colour, rests and lubricates the mechanism of the airbrush without causing damage. For more thorough cleaning, soak valve and nozzle, not the whole airbrush, for several hours. If used to rinse out paint between colour change, dilute with 50% water. And I'll just say this about this airbrush. I did look at a lot of tutorials, reviews about the airbrushes, and there was a few, well, quite a few, really experienced people who use airbrushes and collect airbrushes from the most expensive ones down to the medium, and quite a few of them recommended this for the beginner, so that's why I got it. Anything else? Yes, I can still see something in the box. There's the instructions. Oh, this as well. It's a soft tool. Look, I'm just losing all thought today. What are they called? Pliers, and the padded. Because you need these. Why has it got all that dust on it? Oh, it's in the packaging. It looks like talcum powder or something. They recommend using pliers with soft bits here. I mean, I have got pliers. I don't know if you can buy these little plastic things, but I prefer to keep my tools separate from one craft to another. They recommend, on one of the tutorials, they recommended it was this larger one. With longer handles, and it was £20, and then while I had my wish list, it just went out of stock and I couldn't find it anywhere. But I think the longer handles would be really fiddly for me, especially being a beginner, and I'm used to using these size tools because I bend a lot of wire and stuff, so I thought these would be ideal, and they are $6.99 on Amazon. Yes, I mean, I don't know if you can get any shapes or whatever, but it's whatever is comfortable. If not, I might have to buy some more. but I think these are going to be pretty good. It says Tool Basics. Nylon jaw wire pliers with protective nylon covered jaws, safe for working on delicate or impressionable surfaces, for sculpting coloured copper wire and wire wrapping. Yes. So that is that, and I did have something else in the box. I must have moved them. I'm just gonna pause you. I found them. So it hasn't been a very informative video because I haven't got a clue at all. So I just wanted to show you what my last purchase was last year, and I won't be making any more purchases. I'll still be getting my subscription boxes and that. So these, I got these Jackman's art materials. I really wanted them, but I didn't want to break my resolution, so my partner's bought me them for my birthday. And I said, oh, my birthday's soon. I mean, it is sort of soon, because time flies pretty quickly. My birthday's in April. So, the Jackman's art materials, my friend, Zoe Artist, she got them. She's done a video. Go and check her out. I said to her, I hope you're going to do a video before I use them, because I will make a mess. But she's made a mess, but it's just learning how to use these products. Let's see. Because they are very fiddly to use. What are they? The crystalline watercolours. I won't go into too much detail because I'm going to do an unboxing and swatching time with them. I'll probably do it before this video. But the crystalline watercolour. Now, I bought some last year, some brushes, and they remind me of them. But I think it's more of a powder with brush ore, but they are a tiny little bit of crystals. I don't know if you can see. Sorry about my nails. I was wearing fake nails and they've all come off after a week. So I will have to reapply, or as Annie told me, let my nails breathe before I do it again. But they are growing back and I haven't bit them for a month. For a week. Yeah, a week. Oh god, when you get close up they look grotty, don't they? So let's see. Jackman's art materials, crystalline watercolour, 6 grams. Permanent, semi-opaque, made in England, pigment, quinothrolone, yellow. Oh, can't pronounce any of them. So that's the pigments in it, and I was going to pierce the top of it and use it as a little, like a little pepper pot, but I think this is the type of plastic, if you try to do that, it might crack. So I have been looking for little instruments to try out. Oh, and I thought it would have a, like a protective cover on. It's a good job I didn't open it that way, as it would have went all over. I'm just going to do the sniff test. Never sniff powder. Got a bit up my nose there. I'll have a multicoloured nose. Yeah, so I think it's like challenging just to get the thing out onto the paper and not to make a mess. And I do make a mess. And very clumsy. So, yeah, the colours I got was, these were £20 by the way, £20 each. And the posture packaging was free, which was very good. I was just going to get the one set, and then I thought I would like the other colours as well. So what colour? Gamboge, poppy red, leaf green, dark green, and green violet. Grey violet. Oh, I hope it's not like that colour that I recently done in the beam paint. That was violet, and I think it was a grey violet, and it was horrible laying down. Then we've got Quinacridone yellow, Azro orange, quinacridone magenta, and what's that? Phthalo blue, and dioxazine violet. And I think they do look the same, but the title seemed a bit different. Like, as if one was just a one pigment colour and the others had, yeah, so. But I think I can see two pigments in here. The way I was reading it is if there was just one pigment in this box and 2 or 3 pigments in these bottles. See, I don't know if you can see. It looks like lighter and darker, so I would assume it's got 2 pigments in. But I will have to read up on these more. The same here. Unless the crystals are like just a white crystal, and then you've got the pigment to help it move around the paper. I don't know. But I will be swatching these out and having fun with them on another video. So that is, oh my, I've been blabbering on for 40 minutes. I like to keep my videos below 30 minutes because I think any longer you might fall asleep by the sound of my voice. Yeah, so I will go now. I hope you've enjoyed this unboxing. Let me know down below if you've tried any of these products out, are thinking of ordering them, if you've made any resolutions like I have, and especially if you've got these, and then you can give me loads of tips on how to use them. Thank you for watching. Johnny signing out. See you, bye.